A woman heard fairy laughter while lost in the woods in Ireland. What started out as a relaxing woodland stroll soon turned into a terrifying ordeal for one woman from Meath, Ireland. In legends and folklore, fairies usually tend to be depicted as mischievous but benign beings, yet there are also stories of encounters with these creatures that would seem to call this idea into serious doubt. In this particular case, the woman, whose name has not been disclosed, took to social media recently to describe a terrifying ordeal she had recently experienced while she was walking on the Emerald Isle, the island of Ireland. And on this particular day, she had decided to go for a stroll in a small area of well-frequented woodland when she passed through a fork in the road with identical trees on either side. Despite the area being relatively small and a common route for locals, she found herself becoming completely lost in what seemed to be dense, remote, and overgrown forest. Retracing her steps to the crossroads, she took a different route, but again, she ended up getting lost. She wrote, "I kept walking down a path towards a really overgrown area again. At that point then, I heard a really light woman's voice. I don't know how to describe it. It was really high." I guess she wants to say high-pitched. She was shouting, "Over here, over here." I thought she was probably calling to her kids or something. Then she laughed, and it was just when she laughed, the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I have a very professional job. I'm not crazy. I'm quite logical. But then the call came from the other side of me. I knew something was not right. Concerned for her well-being, she again returned to the crossroads and attempted a different route. Almost immediately, things seemed to change back to normal. The birds had started singing, chirping, and she became aware of the other walkers nearby. After returning home, she struggled to make sense of what she had experienced. And she wrote, "I was scared when she laughed. When she laughed, I don't think I've words in English language for it. I had never heard something laugh like that. Someone laugh like that. I knew something was really wrong. I just got this really bad feeling that things were not going to end up well for me if I did not do something." This is from Dublin Live by T.K. Randall, and it's on Unexpected Mysteries. A lot of weird things do take place in the forest. Let's remember that the forests were the area where the Druids did their magical curses and spells at night. And remember, the British Isles were full of Druids, and they had the Druid word comes from the word vries, meaning oak. They were doing their spells under oak trees, and that was the pagan religion from the ancient Greeks that the whole of Europe and even Russia was practicing until Christianity brought them enlightenment. And one of my favorite saints, Saint Patrick, the first Bishop of Ireland. So please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. We know that there are locations that are haunting and haunted. There are locations that are blessed by saints who have lived there and prayed there. And it could have been that this was a demonic spirit that this woman experienced and heard. So please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.